I'm currently working as a part-time at Costa Coffee as a barista. In a week, I work around 20 hours, sometimes less than 20 hours.
I work part-time in Witherspoon's kitchen, and I work between 12 and 20 hours usually as well, just depends on how many hours they give me really.
I work as an ambassador at the university, and since I am on a tier 4 visa, I am restricted to working up to 20 hours per week. So I normally work between 15 to 20 hours per week.
I work at the student union behind the bar, and I only work about 8 to 10 hours per week.
I have 2 jobs. I have tutoring online and I do supply teaching. It can be anywhere up to sort of 24 hours a week.
I also work as an ambassador for my uni, but usually it's 10 to 12 hours a week.
I work online for a company in Canada as a digital designer. I usually work between 10 and 15 hours a week.
Mostly it goes on my rent and the electric bills. And then the groceries.
Groceries and socialising, being able to go out and see people and go to places.
Then rent and food, and then I guess things like phone bill, and then if I need or want to buy anything, that kind of comes next.
It's mainly groceries and traveling, because I fly out every 2 weeks or so.
I started in September as soon as we got here with the supply teaching, and then I picked up the online tutoring in about November. I wasn't going to be able to afford if I didn't work.
I knew I had to work to maintain the living costs.
I have been working since second year. I'm in third year now, and I knew I would have to just to be able to afford like food shopping and like social things as well.
I started working during the second term of my second year. For my daily costs and expenses, I have to provide for myself, so I had to apply for jobs.
I've been working in my second year. I realized to keep up with the cost of living.
I would say probably not. The student union is quite overstaffed, so we actually don't get as many shifts as I would personally quite like, meaning that I do have the time to socialise still.
Because it's back home in Canada, the meetings will be later at night for me. That'll be usually times when friends or socials I'm involved with happen. So I would say in that capacity, it does affect me some weeks.
Normally have to work weekends, so the times when I am working is obviously times where people are busy.
I am an international student, so I am on a student visa, so I'm only restricted to 20 working hours per week, so I would definitely want to work more.
Sometimes I don't get my full 20 hours, so I would want my full 20 hours. Then I can manage my whole month. I can budget everything.
I don't usually get my 20 hours, end up picking like 8 hours a week, which is the bare minimum to survive.
I was a design student when I started, so they initially told us not to do any part-time jobs as long as we are capable of keeping up with the cost of living, but we needed to do it because I wouldn't want to ask each and every penny from my dad.
Being a nursing student, I think they say about 15, 16 hours a week.
It wasn't necessarily encouraged, but at the start of every academic year there was a careers fair, so students, if they would have a little look and see what would work for them.
For my masters, they haven't really specified anything about working, but they are really good in the careers studio to help with either volunteering experience to build your CV or like part-time job there.
I'm a business student, so we have plenty of spare time to devote to work. So that's why they want us to know that we have these opportunities available on campus if we want to look out for employment. There is the Students' Union. They have a service, they call it advice service. So you can go there if you struggle with your finances. The cost of living, we have different initiatives that the Students' Union runs to support students with the cost of living. Like they have £1 breakfast on campus. They have more flexible kind of tuition fee payments.
Last year they gave us £300 and they also gave away some Tesco gift cards to buy groceries and stuff like that.
I do know there's a money advice team and like grants and like hardship funds that you can apply for through the university.
We have some options, but it are mainly for national students. So if you are international, it is kind of hard to find support from the uni, at least financially.
I think it could be quite a good thing just for the kind of social aspect of it. It's good for kind of creating bonds in the area that you might not find like otherwise at university.
I would say it was really positive. And being an international student, initially I had some difficulties with accents, and after joining Costa, I started to understand some different languages, and I also learned a new skill of barista. So it was a good impact for me.
Overall positive, because I've continued to like develop skills that I've got for like my future career pathway, even if it's not teaching.
It's been positive in the sense that I can budget and have some income to do things outside of campus, but it's just been negative in the sense that it's not related to my degree at all, and it does impact my social life at university a little bit as well.
For me, it's been beneficial. It helped me make new friends, also just kind of get to know what it's like around campus more, and also have a bit of money for social things.